We know Spanish ships wrecked off Ireland. We know survivors made it to shore. We have records of Spanish sailors being found by Irish locals. But here's what the legend doesn't mention. Most of those survivors were killed. The English controlled Ireland at the time. They ordered the execution of any Spanish sailors found alive, and they paid Irish locals to hunt them down. Thousands were massacred. Hundreds more died of exposure and starvation. The few survivors who weren't killed, most were ransomed back to Spain or imprisoned. The historical record shows that almost no Spanish Armada sailors stayed in Ireland long enough to have families. A handful, maybe, but not enough to create a distinct genetic population. So how did this myth become so widespread? Part of it is romanticism. Irish people, especially Irish Catholics, identified with Spain. Both were Catholic nations resisting English Protestant rule. The idea of Spanish-Irish unity was appealing, politically, culturally, emotionally, but the bigger reason is simpler. People needed an explanation for the black Irish, dark features that didn't fit the stereotypical Irish appearance. If they weren't naturally Irish, they must have come from somewhere else. Spain seemed like the perfect answer, and for centuries no one could prove otherwise, until DNA testing changed everything. In the early 2000s, something revolutionary happened. Genetic testing became widely available. Scientists could analyze DNA from modern populations, compare it to ancient DNA from archaeological sites, and trace ancestry back thousands of years. Ireland became a major focus for these studies. Researchers wanted to answer fundamental questions. Where did the Irish come from? Who were the original inhabitants? How did different populations mix over time? And they found something unexpected. When scientists tested modern Irish DNA, they found very little Spanish genetic markers. If the Spanish Armada story were true, there should be clear evidence. Haplogroups common in Spain should appear in Irish populations, especially along the western coast. But they don't. Spanish Y DNA haplogroups like R1b-DF27, common in Iberia, are extremely rare in Ireland. The genetic signature of Spanish ancestry? It's essentially absent. This shocked researchers, and it shocked the Irish-American community. Millions of people had been told they were part Spanish. Family stories passed down for generations, and DNA was proving it wrong.